Hi guys, this is Ravenslave45 and welcome back to Fantasy XIV Endwalker. On the previous recording on Endwalker, we finally unlocked, or at least now finally unlocked the Qitari Beast Tribe. So I was going to do this on the same recording when I unlocked it, but thinking about it, I'm just going to do a separate recording with that altogether because this is like me finally unlocking Pixie, but now I'm doing the Qitari one unlocked. The Sword of Note. Oh, hello there! You're the sweet young lady staying with Master Toil, are you not? I've been meaning to thank you for looking after my boy that one time. His name is Valan? You remember him, don't you? I would say maybe? Granted, I've seen so many NPCs on my journey up to this point, so I might have come across them, but the thing is with me, I am very bad at remembering people's names or faces. Well, if I hadn't seen them for a very long time, I would forget about them, but if I've seen them every day, constantly, I would remember. It's just that how I am. If I hadn't seen them for a very long time, I will most likely forget who they are. He's always running around with his friend Quinfort. You know, the one who has so enjoyed hearing the sounds of his own voice. Why? Just moments ago he was rushed in here, then went dashing off, shouting about how he made a discovery of scarcely imports over in Fantasy. Valan, bless his heart, went running after him. I know these parts aren't as dangerous as they once were, and Quinfort apparently made some friends among the V's. But still, I can't help but worry. You might be so kind to us to follow after them, and make sure Valan doesn't get into anything over his head. You can tell him his mother sent you. Okay. Wait, isn't the Valan guy the one who's so obsessed with the great serpent Ronka? I think it's the same person I'm thinking, because granted, it's been just like a few seconds after this initial recording, so it might have been him I'm thinking of. Okay, where am I going? Okay, I need to go to Finale. Just teleport there. Alright, let's get... Oop, wrong way. Oh, I remember now. Valan is the friend of Quinfort because he is, like, you know, the whole Ranka disciple and whatnot. For the last time, Quinfort, would you just cue you to actually explain yourself before dashing around the forest like a madman? What nonsense do you speak for that? The Keeper of the Whispering Wood would never be so insolent to keep the gods waiting. When do they share with me their wisdom? Why, the mere option is preposterous, blasphemous, even! Hi. Artorias? Whatever are you doing here? Well, about that. I came to visit the Finale, saw your mom, or I think it was like Fanfort's mom, and she told me to look after to see what your guys have been up to, and hopefully not into much of a big mischief. My mother sent you? Dear heavens, I'm sorry for dragging you into this. As you might suspect, Quinfort's running and raving about the will of the wood again. Oh, Quinfort, you never change. Even though I just last saw you just like 2 minutes ago or so. When he ran out shouting about prophecies, I simply had to follow along to make sure he didn't get himself into any trouble. The Fizz said we were welcome at any time, of course, but would it kill it that the man to be a bit more circumspect? Circumspect? I'm pretty sure that's how to pronounce it. Oh, that reminds me. What happened to that screaming little fellow, that Quinfort? for whatever ungodly reason believes to be the great serpent Ronka. Did it still travel with you? Or did it get squished somewhere along the way? He should be fine. Granted, I haven't summoned him yet, so he should be fine. What ignorance is this, Valan? The Divine Protector has returned to slumber in its nest deep in the heart of Ronkita, from which it speaks to me in my dreams even now. It's like, whatever. Scream? Oh, Great One! It is truly you! Return to graces with your loyal subjects, with your presence in this time of need. Surely, you would have answered my pleas. If the Great Sir has been with all this time, Arturus, I can only imagine what sort of dreams he's been having. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been killing a lot of, void set, Asians and whatnot, so I'm pretty sure all the battles I've been having is somehow being transmitted to your good friend over there. And yet, as skeptical as I am, the Viz had to put stock in his vision. If there is a hint of truth to them, who knows what we're in for. I know, my good friend, for I have seen 1,000 times in my visions. This vegetable forest is on the verge of entering a new age of harmony. For the great serpent shall let a mighty cry, and so doing summon forth that he did to serve great Ritika in times of eld. Verily, the arrival of their heir to wisdom ancient, and issue is nigh at hand. Now is the time. We must follow with the great serpent's lead, and in doing so, lay claim to the great future. This guy, though. Quinfort, not again. I'm sorry to impose a turret, but you mind helping out going after him? There's only one path forward to the forest, so he shouldn't be too hard to find. You say, probably not too hard to find. Alright, here we are. Look! Over that fellow bed. Someone's there. What's this we got here? A Viera? A rat who speaks? Who are you? And why do you trespass on our sacred forest? Answer me, or we'll be dining on rat stew this night. Ye gads! Oh, do have mercy, I assure you. Yes, most assuredly, that we come in peace. Put down your arm if my vision speaks true, and I have never known them to speak otherwise. This mouse fellow and his diminutive companion are not under the descendants of the proud Ronka tribe of old. You are from Serpent, yes? One of the so-called Knights Bless? There you are! I swear, Quinfort, do you take pleasure in driving me mad? Forgive my friend here. He simply cannot control himself sometimes. I promise you, I'll give him a stern talking to when we get home. Now, Quinfort. Friends of the Eye of Runker, are you? You're quite bold, or quite foolish, to rush forward before the spear pointed as obvious as you did. And who, or what is this one? I've never seen him nor any of his ilk before. And yet you say he is the descendant of a proud tribe in Ronka? Most assuredly so, for I did foresee this coming and the vision granted me by none other than the great serpent itself. Oh, A serpent with a bandana and a hat. Okay. Scream! 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 Look, father! There's two of them! Qitari here? Another serpent? What is this? The great serpent travels with you as well? Curious. How very curious indeed. A most auspicious encounter this is, for a friend of the great serpent is a friend of ours. Yes. Pray, my good sir, do enlighten us to the name of your most ancient and venerable tribe. We are the Qitari. You can call us an ancient and venerable tribe. And I cannot deny that we are very much that. The Qitari? That is a name I never heard of from my elders. And yet, I was told that the last Qitari vanished 100 years ago. Those of us born after the flood never paid to the story as much heed. But, you say that we are truly stand before a Qitari in the flesh? However it may be, it is clear that the ally of Ronka and her friends means us no harm. Let us put down our arms. Well, at least that got sorted out. Father and I have come to search for a great artifact of our past. Great stones buried deep in the cave by his father, father's father, and father's father. How many fathers were there again, father? Scream? Jar, have you forgotten your manners? It would be unwarranted not to introduce ourselves to our honored friends. Well, honored new friends. I am Qitari Natal of the Qitari, and this is my foolish child, Quot. Do forgive us for our impropriety. Yes, do forgive us for our impropriety. For nigh on a century, our tribe has made its home in the shallows of the light deep into the forest of the far side of Quinto Ravel by rushing waters of the Radika Falls. We did not always hide in the darkness. This place we stand now was once our home. That came that fatal day when the skies were flooded with light. Facing certain doom, our forebears fled to the forest, but not as before. A band of the bravest gave their lives to store away our greatest treasures for safekeeping, with the hope that one day that their children's children might unearth them anew. These are the artifacts of which my son spoke. The Qitari stele, mightiest stones, monoliths engraved with the accumulative knowledge of our peoples in its entirety. Of course, it's precisely as I saw it in the visions of the great serpent bestowed upon me, a proud and ancient tribe of scribbles and scholars, the stewards of knowledge of the ancient Ronka. Oh, you're most insightful, my friend. Indeed, we were once known as the Stewards of Note, a title that fittingly describes both of our duties as keepers of written knowledge, and the surpassing attitude with which we pursued the task. Our ancestors served proudly as scribbles and scriveers for many generations of Ronka emperors. It is a road that came quite natural to our people, for you see, we are not blessed with a longer lifespan of your kind. Thus, for our earlier days, we had been most meticulous about recording the happenings and learnings of our lives in precisely and painstaking detail. The Quintari Saleo, or more specifically the carvings of the etchings that grace their services. Respecting the sublimation of all the knowledge and wisdom we have acquired over the years. They represent, one might say, the collective memory of our people, passing down through the ages from generation to generation. Long have we dreamed of returning here to search for the stones and reclaim our legacy, and yet nasty scenarios were stood in our path, making the journey far too perilous to even attempt. Then one day the skies turned black. I trembled in terror, but the next thing I knew, the great serpent was hopping and squishing beside me. He told me that the path through the Ravenel has been cleared, and we are free to go home at last. Precisely! And so it was my boy and I received the blessing of our fellow Qitari, and became the first of our kind in generations to return to this part of the Great Wood. Unfortunately, we were immediately set upon by all sorts of nasty creatures, forcing us to retreat and ponder our course of action. When we came upon you and threatened you with spear points, pray forgive us, allies of Ronka. We know not who you are, nor all you have suffered to arrive here. You tend to remain here in the Great Wood to search for these stellates of yours, was it? Worry not. We shall tell all the fellow of you that you are friends and not to be harmed. And with that, we must be on our way. Go in peace, my good friends. Dear me, but that was a close one, wasn't it? I was all but certain Poplar and I were going to end up skewered. Were it to me, I would have left the boy behind for his safety. But he is a curious one, and would hear nothing of it. I'm not a child anymore, father. I'm all the 3 summers. I'm guessing that's like how the age pattern for these creatures. Three? Why, when I was 3, I couldn't barely even walk. Oh no, I do not doubt that is so, good sir. But for our people, the oldest of whom will be lucky to see the 12 summers choir here is almost a Qitari grown. But enough about us. If I might change the subject, you know your way around the Great Wood, yes? I have reason to believe that our forebears buried a slate in a cavern that extends deep to the mountain near the Ox de la Pan Gap. Perhaps you might be willing to... Scree? Come, father! We must follow him! But of course, it all makes sense now! It is the great servant who would guide you here to us, and now, together, we must find its clarion call. Say no more! Great steward of Ronka, it would be my honor to assist you in your noble cause! That is most kind of you, good sir. In that case, pray allow me to oblige. Let us follow the great servant's one's lead. Like, sure, let's just follow them. Okay, where am I going? So, just straight? Okay. I thought I need to go a lot further. Alright, here we are. Father, could this place be? let us see now. The mark on the cave entrance appears to be ancient Rokan ward. This is promising and yet problematic. To allow me to explain, we Quinfort worship Oxdalan, god of the dead, and the world below. Our forebears no doubt believe that they see the way the state that lay deep within the bowels of the land. Valan himself would watch over them and keep them safe until the day their descendants return. Most fascinating! Your knowledge of Ronka tradition is impressive indeed. However, do you manage to know of such despite of your chronicles of history being lost to you for so long? Many ruins can be found near Vertical Falls. Within the woods we have called home since the flood. We have made an effort to explore and excavate them as the best as we could. That the Ronkan roots will not be entirely forgotten. A most admirable goal, and one near and dear to my own heart as well. For you see, I am of the Knight Blessed, who traveled these parts after the flood. I too have a deep personal interest in the beliefs and traditions of the ancient civilization that once flourished here. In fact, I do have extensive research looking into my own ancestors. And will you please to discover that I can trace my lineage back to none other than the great sage, Dwarven himself. And Taurus here is truly an ally of Ronka. Why? As the Veil tells it, her coming was foretold by the last emperor himself. The sands of Ronka and their allies are reunited across the years? Oh, joyous day! This meeting must be truly the gift from the great serpent. I can vouch for Taurus here. She is the very woman who drove the Light Warden from these lands. As for the sand of the great sage, or what his name, I suggest you let at least half of his rambling go in one ear and out the other. Could it truly be? But yes, our heroes stand before us. We watched your battle in the rabble from the shadows. The moment you struck down that breeze of light, we knew that the new age was nigh. Oh, never have I seen such gravity and valor. Oh, shucks. I saw the battle too. Never have seen such valority and vigor. Galler. At any rate, my good sirs and madam, I am keen on beginning this excavation, but I fear it won't be so simple. The warding sea here bears our entrance, and it will have to find a way to break it if we hope to proceed. If what I glean from the research is correct, this will require an object of immense arcane power, a relic that will speak to the seal and convey the Qitari have returned to reclaim what is ours. An object imbued with the mystical energies of the fort itself. Yes, an object with the glow of the grapefruit, as you always say, Father. I shall find it for you. Your tourism is admirable, Char, but let's not go ahead of ourselves. It is a perilous place, and I have no intention of seeing you get snatched up by some terrible beast. And so I turn to the hero of Rabble and the son of Duat, my good sir, and madam. What do you know of someone who could aid us in their search? You can trust me, I'm a miner. But because I am one right now. I know of a great wood like the back of my hand. Oh, lucky days! Clearly you're not merely a hero on the battlefield, but a woman with many talents indeed. We will be ever so indebted to you, if we could impose upon you just this once. Yes, we will be most dead, my good sir. Or said madame. Father, I could never tell which is which. Just don't worry about it. Enough battling, Char. We must find a way to open this portal at once, that we might summon our fellow steward here and begin searching for the Salil in earnest. O ally of Ronka, Quintal Natal, of the Qitari bows down and beseech you. Will you lend us your aid and help my people reclaim our long-lost legacy? I promise you, the debt will not go unpaid. I realize I asked much of you, and so soon after we met. Needless to say, pray take as much time as you require to consider our offer, so you would be inclined to offer your strength and wisdom to us. Just say the word. I am no problem helping you out. I'm happy to greet you again, my crude madame. What say you? Have you given a thought to my entry? Aliaronka stands with you. The Aliaronka has more than enough things to do. Let's go with the first one. The Aliaronka stands with you. Powerfully spoken, Notorious. Truly this small marker is a new dawn in the annals of Ronka history. As the great sage in my witness, I say, I'll let the Qitari rise from glory anew. We're truly in your debt of Aliaronka. I entrust you the vital task of finding an object. With the glow of the great wood to you, afterwards you begin your search. Leave it to me, my non-snouted friend. You may have noticed that the serpent you dearly brought along has rather distinguished patterns of scales on his most distinguished body. I have reason to believe that this pattern will indeed lead us to that which we seek. Scree! Into the serpent's cry, and note that the point of the light that glows amidst the stripes represent those precise spots where the ether that flows through the great wood is most densely concentrated. Behold here in the northern reaches of the blind forest of Lydia, conversely marking its luminous scales, you can see that the doublet is a converge of some sorts. If anywhere, it is where we find a specimen of the sufficient power to beseech the seal. Oh ho! If the sons of dwarves say it so, then surely it would behoove us to pray and heed. When you return with the relic, pray let Char see at once. I will have my boy gain first-hand knowledge of the wisdom of his forebears. Okay. So where am I going exactly? Okay, it's way over there. Okay. Okay, here we are. It's telling me right here in the spot. So I'm guessing I need to mine a couple of things. Searing quartz. How many do I need? Mine a chunk of searing quartz from the bench. Okay, searing quartz. I mean this thing right here. Okay, I'll just get all the wind crystal while I'm at it. There we go. Now let's head back. That was very easy. I just need to hit one node once. I wonder how it was like when you used to have high quality items you can gather. Okay, I'm back, guy. I just got the item you requested. You have returned! And what is this? Do I see something glowing on your person? Well, we have this shimmering quartz here. Why, it's so beautiful! Oh, thank you, sir, madame. Or was it madame, sir? Now, Founder says I need simply put it at the door and... And voila! Open. My word! It opened! Oh, splendid! Splendificus? Sampharius? Splendiferous indeed! Look, father! The seal is broken! It has, Char. It has. And with this, after hundreds of years, we stand on the verge of reclaiming our legacy. But our task has only begun. There will be digging. Yes, much digging. And delving. We must relay these triumphant tidings to our tribesmen, and summon them here to assist in the excavation. Yes, from this day, the steward will not rest until the new pages of the Annal of Qitari history has been right. Do not worry, father. I will work as hard as any steward to reclaim our legacy. Or, Sir Madame Artoris, will you help us in our quest? Yes? Well, I helped this much, so I might as well. Yay! Place is getting nicely built after me putting this on Persona for a very long time. Still tight for a century, the door to the ancient carriage has now lies open, and the Qitari excavation effort has begun in earnest. Good, Artoris, you must meet my mother. Our mother? Will be running the camp and seeing that everything is in order. Isn't it right, mother? Yes? My son speaks true. Reclaiming our history is about more than grand discoveries of ancient artifacts. There is much that must be done to ensure that we can go on our daily lives in this place. And so, I will call upon you to aid from time to time, if you're not to be so declined to help us. Sure, why not? Will the steward excavation effort succeed? Will the lost sails of the Qitari return to light, that the young child might one day know the wisdom of his ancestors? Or the ancient secret is destined to stay forever shrouded in darkness? Only the gods know. God damn it! Scream! God damn it! I really love that. We didn't really do that, but still. Beast Tribe quest unlock. Yay! Now I can start doing quests for this. My compliments. Thank you guys for watching my recording session for Fantasy XIV Endwalker, the Qitari Beast Tribe. And of course, if you have any comments, you can put them down below the video as well. And if you would like this video, please click the like button. It is very much appreciated. And if you are curious on future content that are coming to my channel, you can probably subscribe or not. But if you do decide to subscribe on my channel, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified for future content that will be coming my way in the near future. And lastly, I have 3 projects which are currently going on my channel, which are, of course, Fantasy XIV Raid, MSQ, Roll Quest, Job Quest, Minions, Mounts, Trial, Extreme Trial, Savage, maybe Savage, who knows in the near future. And secondly, which will be, of course, Freight Grand Order NA, the challenge quests, the summoning videos for the new banners that comes out. And third, which will be, of course, as you all well by now, is Persona 5 The Royal, which it's been in the back burner for 2 years straight. And with that, this has been Ravensleep45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.